What's up, guys? So today I'm just going to talk about something that's kind of going on screen right now, which is Voidwalker. And a lot of people absolutely hate Voidwalkers. And I kind of agree with that. I mean, being a Voidwalker and also getting Voidwalked, neither of them are fun. Like, you can get Voidwalked anywhere now. Like, they've added a bunch of spawns. I don't know why they added the spawn at Crypt. That was just a bad idea. I don't know who decided that. That's supposed to be like the one safe spot you can prog, and now you get jumped by Voidwalkers there. But anyway, Voidwalker, right? The biggest problems with it actually come from just like the pure amount of teaming that can happen. You can get Voidwalked by two people, right? You can get Voidwalked by two people at the same time. And you can, as you can see in the background footage, you can get 2v1 by people and they spin back. Like, if you lose to a Voidwalker and you spin back, like, especially if they're in freshy starter armor with a starter sword, like I am in most of these clips. Uh, Later on, I think I do get a hero blade, but it's ridiculous to spin on a thing. And also, you can get Voidwalked as like a power 17, right? By full maxes with Hive Lord's Hubris, Nemesis, Oath. Here, I'll put that on right now. That this is ridiculous. Why can this be Voidwalking me? Like, he does like a bar hit at the very minimum. It's something that really should not happen. The Voidwalker system is kind of flawed just because you can get jumped so easily. Like, there's nowhere you're safe from, and the best option is return to main menu, which shouldn't be the best option. You should be encouraged to fight them, and you shouldn't be penalized for trying to use the game mechanic as it's intended. Also, progging is hell as a Voidwalker. Like, 90% of your bounties log. Like, I could put up a bounty compilation. I'm probably not going to because that's a lot of work. But I could put up a bounty log compilation, and that'd be like 30% of the footage I have. It is me going Voidwalking and then just having my bounty logged like 10 feet in front of me. And that's why you get sneaked as a player. That's why you get sneak attacked while you're fighting a mob. Because most of the time, your bounty's going to log the second they get out of combat with the mob. So you just have to combat tag them, and then they don't get the health pack, and then it's unfair. Another problem with Voidwalker is everyone is like, you want to go Voidwalker. Look at these other origins. This is the default origin. You don't want this. You get the stranded outfit, nothing good. Lone Warrior, you spawn at Trial of One. You can still do Trial of One as a Voidwalker. Deepbound? Really? Like, I mean, I can understand going Deepbound. Some people like Deepbound. But personally, I hate just doing Diluvian Mechanism, because most of the time, if you want a super fast prog, you're going to want to get carried. Otherwise, it's going to take longer, the same amount of time, as if you're actually good at PvP with Voidwalker. Plus, most people, when you get Voidwalked, right, especially if you're in the Etrian Luminant and you're getting Voidwalked, most people there are freshies, because it's either a freshie or you're Voidwalking a max power. There's no really in between with the Etrian Luminant. Most like mid to decent players go to Hive and stuff. So anyone Voidwalking Datrian Luminant is bound to just be killing freshies, which is not the greatest game design, if I'm being honest. Most Voidwalkers that I know, and I only Voidwalk in the Eastern Luminant, because you actually have a pretty decent range of player skill levels in the Eastern when they're progging. Also, there's a lot of Voidwalkers there, so you end up Voidwalking other Voidwalkers, and that's like the main way to get XP. But look at these other like options for origins. We have like two viable origins: Voidwalker and Deepbound. If you want to have a good build, Voidwalker has a free TP, all this, so there's no reason to not go Voidwalker. But and it incentivizes going for bounties. So it's encouraging you to go grip freshies if you're in Orisia or in Etrian Luminant. But it's so flawed, because if you want to play at Origin, right, the only ones that give you armor are Deepbound and Voidwalker. Voidwalker, as we've already talked about, is flawed, and not everyone wants to go Deepbound. So a lot of people go Lone Warrior and stuff. This isn't good at all. Like, the Lone Warrior is bad. Deepbound is all right, but I don't personally like it. Voidwalker's the only option for someone who doesn't want to be at an active disadvantage when it comes to getting to ganks or moving around the map. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be so heavily pushed. Voidwalker shouldn't be so heavily pushed as the only origin that you actually go for that works for this the game. Yeah, it's a huge problem. I'm sure most of the people watching this actually know this. Um, if y'all have any opinions on Voidwalker, then I'd love to hear them in the comments. If you could subscribe, that'd help out. Yeah, that's just my opinions on it. Yeah.